Paterson.
Okay, Mr. Paterson, you're up.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the Freeholder Board. This is Bruce Paterson of Garwood. First, just a quick general comment. What are non-gender specific pronouns? If somebody could give us what those are. I mean, it, I know, is one of them. Moving forward. For the resolutions, I'm going to jump out of order. Resolution 859 and Resolution 864, and you know I was going to talk about this because this is an issue that I've been bringing up. One is giving $25,000 to Chasen Lamparello law firm to defend Lindsay Ruotolo in a lawsuit. Another one is paying $25,000 to Hatfield legal firm to defend our prosecutor Lindsay Ruotolo in a lawsuit. And so it starts, as we have pointed out. The county has a habit of putting someone with minimal experience and leadership into high-level positions. And, of course, things get screwed up, and then the taxpayers have to bail out the problem. A better qualified person should have been prosecutor, and I've noted that before. And last time, Chairman Marabella defended Lindsay Ruotolo, but looking at Marabella, he was put in a patronage job also with no experience, just to increase his pension from $15,000 to nearly $100,000 in 3 years. And Marabella had to hire two people to do his job anyway, but I digress. So, you know, his words, there's no sense. But I'll tell you, if Lindsay Ruotolo was listening, how about she volunteers to maybe switch positions with the first assistant prosecutor so she can get more experience? That would be a good suggestion. Resolution 823. This is a payout for accrued 2019 vacation leave due to pandemic. It states 2019 vacation, so I need an explanation of what this is about, how much and how many employees this affects. Reso 825, we're paying Sharma Realty $27,000 for the year 2021 for 30 parking spots on his commercial property at 432 Westminster Avenue, Elizabeth. The suspicion about this is his property only has 30 parking spots, so where's the parking for his commercial enterprises in his building? I believe Sharma Realty may be ripping off us county taxpayers in double use of spots. You really need to look into this and investigate it. Resolution 830, we're paying Kemper Sports $320,000 to handle the operations of the Scotch Plains Golf Course for year 2021, and I appreciate Armando explaining what it was about. But this Scotch Hills is obviously owned by Scotch Plains, and so my question is Scotch Plains actually reimbursing the county taxpayers for this $320,000? Resolution 842, 843, and 844, these are three resolutions adding a total of $85,000 to three law firms, Florio Petrucci, Bruderman and Roth, and Bernstein Associates, all for the same purpose of labor and personnel matters. And their three contracts now total $365,000. Why suddenly do we have to pay all this extra money to these three law firms? And why three law firms to boot? Their combined donations, by the way, to the freeholders and the cronies campaigns total $39,000 in 4 years. And, and that's it. 850 is We Are One New Jersey. I appreciate freeholder Granados asking a question, so it answers mine. And I know that lady Lauren or whatever it was, she was referring to that one. So thank you very much.
All right, I'll take a stab at the first general question on non-gender specific. That's taking out he or her in the code book to be more generic. I think that's fine. It's certainly in line with its progressive nature of this county to have that wording gender neutral. I don't know how many times I have to say this about the prosecutor and how much support I have for her. She does a good job. Obviously, I do not agree with your layman's interpretation of her work or what she does. So I always, listen to it, but disregard it almost immediately. We'll move to 823, and I'm going to ask the county manager to speak on that.
Thank you, Chairman. That's actually a Department of Finance resolution. I was going to defer to Director Taylor.
Okay, Director Taylor.
Through you, Chairman. Resolution 2020-823 is a resolution that essentially allows employees that have accrued 2019 time to be paid out up to 20 days. This is as a result of the pandemic. Many employees were not allowed to utilize their leave time because of work demands, coupled with the fact that under civil service regulations, employees will inevitably be forced as of January 1, 2021 to forfeit or lose their accrued time that they earned in 2019. So this resolution just makes the employees whole because of work demands placed on them because of the COVID pandemic, and it is only affecting 69 employees. The maximum not to exceed value is $393,000.
Okay, thank you, Director Taylor. I quite frankly, I'm very proud of the county employees who have gone above and beyond to jump to the call of duty during this pandemic that nobody expected and nobody prepared for, and they were willing to work without taking any vacation. And it wasn't fair in my mind. It's obviously the county manager's mind to have those people who stepped up, did not take their allocated and earned vacation time when they were working and servicing the public and protecting the public and feeding the public and administering tests to the public. They deserve to be compensated for that time, and I think we all felt that way. We'll move on now to 825. County Manager. This is, although it's under Director Anderson, I'm not sure. It's more of a general question about parking. So I don't know if you feel who you can direct this to answer this question for 825.
Well, sorry, Chairman. Hold on, trying my video to work. There we go. The parking is needed for the employees in that building. This is a year, at least we do year after year. So I'm not sure what the issue is because the building needs additional parking for the employees that work there.
Okay. All right, fair enough. 830. I don't know if Director Sanchez is still on and can address that.
Yes.
How the financial works for the Scotch Hills Golf Club.
Through you, Mr. Chairman. Yes, the $320,000 is actually the operational expenses to run the golf course. And we recognize all of the revenue that's received at the golf course back to the county. And then anything that exceeds the operational expenses back to operate for the year. So the 320, anything above that will go to Scotch Plains. And Scotch Plains does also reimburse us for the management fees to Kemper Sports as well on a yearly basis.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Director. Then there's 842, 843, and 844. County Manager, how do you want to get that directed? Unless you want to handle that.
Director Bergen should handle those.
County Manager, County Council Bergen, do you want to mention anything on there?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As you can understand, with as many employees as the county has, we have various needs for attorneys to handle disciplinary matters, to handle negotiations with our union, to handle various other types of personnel matters. Can't always be handled by one firm, so that's why we do have a number of firms on board to handle this kind of work.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay, very good. All right, Jim, let's move on to the next person, please.